Ooh, they're blocking the token. Okay. Cool. Well, this should be pretty good. Opponents it is, let's see how much they go down. Go down to 15, go down to 14, 13, 12, 8. So one of these should do it. Yep, that's game. Hello everyone, welcome to Of Meta Thursdays. This week we are playing Abzan Sacrifice in Best of 1 Standard. As always, if you enjoy our content, please make sure to click that subscribe button below. It's a way to support our channel and it's totally free. And now let's talk about this list. So I can kind of say this is a brew of our own. Actually, we saw a player, I think they were playing kind of Golgari, a Golgari version, and we saw a combo with Vito. Here it is, Vito, Thorn of the Dusk Rose, and Life Goes On. And that was pretty cool. We saw, our opponent kind of allowed us to attack. We killed one of their creatures. They had Vito in play. And basically, Vito says, whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. So we had, I think we had about maybe 7 life left because they had done a little bit of damage before, sacrifice things. And we saw the life goes on come into play and we died. Yeah, we thought that was pretty cool. So we decided to brew a little bit here and we have a kind of Orzhov sacrifice shell, but we converted it into a Abzan sacrifice in order to allow our life goes on to become a thing. So basically we are splashing green with life goes on. But what do we have here? We have 4 Witches Oven and 4 Cats. Obviously we need that. And that goes together with 4 copies of Cruel Celebrant and 3 copies of Priest of the Forgotten God. So this is kind of our sacrifice package. Coming from the Orzhov shell, we also have 4 copies of Haunted Witness, which is a great sacrifice outlet here. We also have 2 copies of Village Rites, which as soon as it came out in Core Set 2021, it came to be part of the sacrifice deck list. We also have 2 copies of Kaya's Ghost Form, specifically because we are playing 2 copies of Lurus in the main deck, Nat as a companion. I think Lurus is great just as a regular card coming in, allowing us to right away get a cat from our graveyard or a Haunted Witness or even an Alcid. We have 4 copies of Alcid, and this is primarily because we need to protect our main cards, which are Cruel Celebrant and Vito itself. Also, we can protect Lurus, so Alcid, very important. Also, the lifelink is very relevant with Vito's effect. And yeah, all this kind of goes together. We also have 3 copies of Call of the Death Dweller. This is a very important card as well, allowing us to get our main cards back from the graveyard, Cruel Celebrant, Priest of the Forgotten Gods, our cats, and even Vito itself. So yeah, this is just, again, sacrifice list. What you want to do is you want to get your opponent to a low life total. You want to maybe have a cat in an oven in play. You get Vito into the battlefield. Maybe you have 4 lands already in play. You have a green source, so you get Vito into the battlefield. You sacrifice your cat, and you play Life Goes On as an instant, taking 8 life away from your opponent, gaining 8. And maybe you even have 2 copies of this, and you can kill your opponent with 16 damage from Vito's effect. So that's pretty cool. You're going to see that in the games. And yeah, we had a lot of fun with this brew. Again, we saw somebody kind of playing Vito and Life Goes On, but we didn't see much of the deck. We just knew it was some sort of sacrifice shell. So we came up with this list. You guys feel free to adjust and play around with this list as much as you like. We really had a lot of fun. And yeah, I mean, some of these cards are going away, like Cruel Celebrant and Priest of the Forgotten Gods, Haunted Witness, but then everything else is actually staying. Lurus, Vito, Kaya's Ghost Form is going away, I believe, but Village Rites is staying. Life Goes On, Witches Oven and Cat, obviously. So maybe we have still some sort of sacrifice shell with this Vito version that can work after rotation, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, we hope you guys enjoy the games, and yeah, let's go to these games. Okay, guys, we are playing Abzan Sacrifice in Best of One Standard, and sure, we can keep this. I like the Vito with Life Goes On, obviously, which is one of the reasons we're playing Abzan. Let's see if we can get there. I guess we're going to scry first. Try to find an untapped source. Alright, Kyle. Let us do something here, Kyle. Well, it's not the best, but at least it gets to our Castle Lugwain coming down on tap, because it is a swamp after all. Vampire of Dire Moon. Alright. Alright. Sure. Play Identitrium. Play our Hunted Witness. Pass the turn. Is our opponent playing vampires? Is that a thing? Not necessarily. This could be like just mono black devotion. Okay, well, I guess Cruel Celebrant go. I'd rather them kill the Celebrant instead of the Vito. But I think this is a little bit late here. Like, once our opponent has a lot of devotion in play already. That's one more devotion. Yep. So not looking great at the moment. Grey Merchant could really do us here. Okay. Well, pay 2. Let's play Vito. What are you aiming to do here, opponent? Let's play another Hunted Witness. Go from there. So obviously they have removal in hand. Let's see when they are going to decide on using it. I mean, they must, right? Underworld, okay. So they deal 1 damage to us every time we draw a card. Cool. These are instant speed sources, so not ideal, but at least Lurus has potential here. Do we attack? I think we attack. I guess if they want to block... If they want to block with anything here, we can even Life Goes On. That seems nice. Alright, they are thinking, should they kill this Hunted Witness or not? They are going to kill the Hunted Witness. Very cool. So we drain you for a bit. You lose a bit of life. We play Hunted Witness again with Lurus. We get a token out of the deal. We have a nice board going on. I don't know now. I think we might be able to get there because 2 of these Life Goes On. It's 16 damage to our opponent if Vito is still in play. That's another Underworld. Okay, opponent. Sure. So they are definitely playing Grey Merchant, but they're dead this turn. So yes, we don't mind this opponent. We are going to attack with pretty much everything here. Yeah, this should be game. I don't even mind attacking with Lurus. Like, whatever dies here dies. And we should be okay. Just need one of these to go in. Actually, we don't, because Cruel Celebrant is just going to make it so that we win the game. Yeah, they don't want to lose any devotion, obviously, because they're trying to play Grey Merchant, right? So, ooh, they're blocking the token. Okay. Cool. Well, this should be pretty good. Opponents it is, let's see how much they go down. Go down to 15, go down to 14, 13, 12, 8. So one of these should do it. Yep, that's game. Abzan Sacrifice doing its thing. Good game. Mono black devotion. Okay, guys, we are playing Abzan Sacrifice in Best of One Standard. This hand is interesting. If we find more action, we're on the draw. I don't like it. I feel like it's a little too slow. Let's mulligan. This is much better, even though we need lands, but maybe we can scry into it, so we're going to keep this. We're on the draw as well. We're going to send away the live goes on for now. And yeah, hope that we find the lands that we need to maybe win this game. Alright, we see a forest from our opponent. We are going to scry here with Temple of Silence. That's a land. We're going to keep that. Pass the turn. Short. Simic. Something Simic. Paradise Druid. Okay, is this Simic Mutate? It could be. Alright. Pay 2. Witch's Oven. Cauldron Familiar. Go. Alright, what do you got? Simic Mutate. I mean, they can still go over us. They have some pretty big creatures. Alright, but they're not going to, so cool. So this resolves. Okay, we're going to bring back our cat. Alright, it's our turn now. What do we want to do? I guess Cruel Celebrant is fine enough, right? They're playing Simic, so it's not like they have a lot of removal. They can bounce our Cruel Celebrant, but otherwise... Alright, fine. They go with Quench. You do you, opponent. You do you. We are attacking. Opponent wants to block. Huh. Interesting. I actually don't mind this. Let's, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, opponent. What do you got? Is this Simic Flash? Yeah, seems like Simic's Flash. All right, we got another land, so cool. We're going to play Haunted Witness. See if you want to counter this, opponent. Sure. Mystical Dispute, that's cool. Yeah. Alright. Well, let's oust it now. Do you have one more counter, opponent? No counter there. Do you want to counter our priest? So we'll let you do that if you want. Growth Spiral, okay. Now we're talking. So, priest comes down. Pass the turn. See what they got. Alright. I mean, Call of the Death Dweller is not going to work, I guess, right now, but we can still do things. We can, attack with Alcid and see what they do. That's a Wolf. Okay. So, I guess we can get Cruel Celebrant plus... Ugh. Yep. So, I guess... Let's see if our opponent blocks. Okay, they're going to block. So, we're just going to sacrifice the Alcid. Get Cat back. Play Death Dweller. Why can't we... Okay, we're still in defense mode. Play Death Dweller. Get Cruel Celebrant plus Haunted Witness. Put a Death Touch counter on... Ooh, and our opponent concedes. Alright. Good game. Simic Flash. Okay, guys, we are playing Abzan Sacrifice in Best of 1 Standard, and we have an Oven and a Cat and Alcid, so we have to keep this hand. We go first as well, so it's pretty good already. I think we're going to start with a Scry here. Yeah, Scry seems good. Turn 2 Familiar into Oven. We're going to keep the Plains. We do like the extra lands here, and we're playing against some sort of mono red. Okay. Well, Witch's Oven comes down first, of course. And then comes the cat. And now, opponent, you can do your worst. Alright, these leaves look pretty cool. Alright, here's the Runaway Stimkin. I mean, Runaway Stimkin could Could be nice. Obviously, we can endlessly protect ourselves against it, but for now, should be good. So I think playing a 1-3 here is actually really nice. We're gonna pass. Don't really want to take any damage from mono red. Attacking would have been okay with the Cauldron Familiar, but we also don't want to take any damage here. So if they, they play a couple of things, they try to attack with the Runaway Stimkin, we can block that with our Familiar, so. Okay, so they're gonna shock the cat. Yeah, I guess we have to. No way around that, so yep, that happens. But now the shock at least didn't do anything, so sure, we're going to take 2 from Runaway Stimkin, but should be fine. Yep, they're going to attack, light up the stage, that's okay. We'll take it, let that happen. Okay, Rimrock Knight, yep. We knew that was coming, so that's cool. Alright, is this a light up the stage? No, it's not. So that's very good. Alright, that's another Vito. So that's actually not bad. It is... Ooh, Vito is legendary. Alright, that's a big pond. Alright. Well, we're gonna keep this one. Sure. That was a bad play. Apologies there. We were just too happy there with Vito on the battlefield, so yeah. Alright, opponent is shocking. Cool. You do you, opponent. You do you. Do we care about this? I don't think we care. I think we're gonna play the cat no matter what. If they want to kill the cat again next turn, that's probably fine. Yep, Bone Crusher, sure thing. Use all your creatures, opponent. Use them all. We are down to 14. We need one more land in order to play Lurus and play our cat again, so not a big deal at the moment. Also, this means Lurus is somewhat safe. Ooh, Torbrand, okay. Ooh, Torbrand is actually pretty annoying. Cruel Celebrant. Okay. Well. I guess we Cruel Celebrant into Alcid. Sacrifice something later to get our cat back, right? No attacks. Sure. So let's see. I still feel we can make this happen, but obviously I don't know. Annex comes down. Okay. But that means there is no Embercleave, so at least that is something, right? So they can play both of these creatures. Yep. I mean, that's a nice board. I'm not gonna lie. And they have Torbrand, so... Yep. So how are they attacking? Okay, so Torbrand will do 4 to us. So I guess we block like this. Sacrifice the Alcid to get our cat back. Drain them, gain some life. Sure, get hit. Play our cat. So we are looking for lands. Ooh, Call of Death Dweller. Call of the Death Dweller, actually not a bad one, but do like playing Lurus here. And passing. So opponent's down to 9. Can they kill us here? I don't think they can kill us here, but they could do some pretty good stuff. Alright, so we have to avoid... How do we do this? I think we block like this. think we just block everything and try to win with the cat next turn. Let's see if they found Embercleave. They're just gonna pump. Alright, they pumped. Cool. Anything else? No, this is just going to happen, so that's fine. Trigger our cat. Alright, opponent is down to what, 6? Alright, they're gonna shuck the cat. Annoying, but not the worst. We also get another trigger here, so they're down to 4. They're dead. Wow. Good game, mono red. Sure. Yep. Perfect. Okay guys, this is Of Meta Thursdays, and we are playing Abzan Sacrifice in Best of 1 Standard. Okay, this hand is interesting. This could be a good hand if we draw into some good options for sacrificing. So, alright, we'll keep this. Opponent is playing Teamer. Okay. Well, I guess Plains, Alcid, go. Would be nice if we draw a black source here that's not a tapped Castle Lockwayne to go along with our stuff. Grow Spiral, sure. So, yeah, old school Teamer, maybe Teamer Wreck or Teamer Ugin. Or a Grazer gets another land into play. Very well. Well, I guess. Well, Cauldron Familiar is not bad. Let's gain a life here. Short late block, doesn't matter, we gain a life. Pass the turn. Alright, they have 5 lands. Terror of the Peaks, okay. Sure thing. It's nice. Hitting us for 5 every turn, yeah, it's pretty good. Alright, well, we are playing our cat. Okay. No attacks. Pass the turn. See if our opponent starts killing our stuff or just attacking with their terror. Alright, so far just attacking with the terror. Alright, that's good, right? We will gain some life, some extra life with our Cruel Celebrant, so that's kind of cool. And Alcid can now attack, so that's always nice as well. Alright, that's a Scryland. Velitrites, I mean, we'll keep it. I don't really know. That's great, but we're going to keep it anyway. We're going to play our Cruel Celebrant. Attack for 1 here with our Alcid to gain some life. We are losing a bit of life with Terror, so that's that. Play our Familiar to gain a bit more life. Alright, pass the turn. So we can gain 8 life here with Life Goes On. And our opponent would lose 8 if, yeah, that's not bad. Okay, we got hit. Sure. You do you, opponent. You do you. Sacrifice our Cauldron Familiar. This is kind of exactly what we wanted to happen, actually. In the sense of that we want to protect our Cruel Celebrant with Alcid. That's the main reason we have Alcid in the deck. Although, also being a life linker, we can, you know, make some extra damage with Vito to our opponent, so that's that. I wonder if we should wait to Vito once we are able to play these 2 cards. Because that's 16 damage. So that could be really good, actually. But we can protect Vito, to be honest. So Yeah, I think we will play Vito. That's fine. If our opponent wants to kill it, that's that. They might have counters too. No counters. So that's good. Let's go attacking here with our Alcid. Not with a Cruel Celebrant. Don't need to do that. Sure. Oh, opponent even allows it to get in. That's cool. Then we gain some life here with our Cauldron Familiar. Alright, opponent's down to 13. That's not bad. It's actually not bad at all. I think we might be able to get here. They have 7. They're almost at Ugin mana. They keep attacking with the 5-4, which is not doing much, so it's pretty fine with us. Sure. Alright, sacrifice the Fable Passage. Do they find like a red source? They already have 2 red sources here for like a Storm Wrath or something. So we can at least play one of these. Lives goes on. Let's make sure we have our Bolt full control. So Genesis Ultimatum. Okay, I think we'll let that resolve. Let's see what they find here. They're gonna try killing all our stuff if they find creatures, right? Because of terror. Alright, that's a couple of 9/9s, so... Alright, they're doing this to us. Let's see, I don't think we can win here, but obviously we're going to try. That's a total of... Yeah, that's a total of 18... 27. Opponent goes down to 11. Yeah, we're not gonna make it. We were almost there, I guess. Wow, that was very lucky for our opponent. 1 creature. Are we going to make this? No, that's it. We are up to 21. And yeah, that's still not enough here. Yeah, if we would have had 1 more land available. We left our opponent at 1. Wow. Alright. Yep. And that's game. Very cool. Opponent, you got us there, but we left you at 1, so we don't feel bad about it. Good game. Okay, guys, this is Meta Thursdays, and we are playing Abzan Sacrifice in Best of 1 Standard. This is an interesting hand, but I don't like it. There's not much going on until turn 3, other than Priest. Alright, we do have a Scry. We're going to keep it. Go scry and see if we can find some action like a cat. Alcid is interesting. Alright, we'll keep Alcid. We can use it to protect Lurus or Priest. Alright, and we are playing against Rakdos. Okay. Very well. So, Oven, Alcid. Pass the turn. And opponent has Dreadhorde Invasion. Okay. Cool. Well, can still attack. We're going to play our Priest. See what happens. Attack for 1. Gain a life. Pass the turn. Sure. Create a 1/1. It's cool. See what's next. Do they have a claim to Firstborn, or are they playing in a different version of Rakdos? I mean, obviously it is a different version, but okay, they have their own Priest. Cool. Sure. We do get a cat, so I think we play cat. We can make them sacrifice. Alright, no attacks. Let's make them sacrifice. we get to play Lurus with the 2 manas from Priest. Get rid of the token. Play Lurus. Play Kaya's Ghost Form on Lurus. That seems fair. Alright, very well. Pass the turn. Sure, Dreadhorde Inversion comes in, creates a token. So they're still going to make a sacrifice, but it's not that big of a deal because we get these things back. Active Treason. Okay. So they get to attack, sacrifice it. Alright. Opponent says oops, because apparently we lost our ghost form in that reaction, but they're going to attack. Wow, that was a big mistake. We get our Lurus back, opponent, so definitely not sure what they're up to here. Like, we can play Alcid, we can play the Kaya's Ghost Form again onto Lurus. Attack for 3. Alright, yeah. Seems fine. So we messed up, but our opponent also messed up. Like, they were supposed to sacrifice our Lurus to the Priest of the Forgotten Gods, and they didn't, so... Sacrifice Alcid, attack the Lurus. From red. Okay, sure. What else you got, opponent? They were trying to do the same thing, do it properly this time, but they did not. Right, and we get another Alcid, so we're not going to complain here, right? Like, this is pretty good. Your opponent have to block here, right? Like, yep. Lurus dies, we gain 3. Sacrifice a couple of cards here. Opponent has to sacrifice the priest. Yeah, this deck our opponent's playing, it's not that great. Sure, village rides, okay. You do that, opponent. You do that. Oh, we have a land here, that's nice. Keep the cat. Alright, let's cast the ghost form here onto our Lurus. Pass the turn. Alright, here comes another token. Our opponent keeps losing life as well with the Dreadhorde Butcher, so yeah. Whatever they're trying to do here, it's not really working. We're gonna let go of Lurus, get it back so that it fizzles the Active Treason. So they had Active Treason Tribal in hand. Very interesting. Do they have a removal spell for Lurus now? Like, that could be good. But now we get a cat back, so... And we are going to get the cat back. Alright, so opponent's down to 8. Draw another cat, that's cool. Kaya's Ghost Form comes back in. I think no attacks for now. Let's see, what we can do is we can sacrifice our cats. get him back with Call of the Dead Dweller. At least get one back, right? So, Call of the Dead Dweller gets back Alcid and Cauldron Familiar. Put a Death Touch counter on one of these. Sure. Alright, ping our opponent for one. Play the Danta as a land. Pass the turn, opponent's down to 4. Down to 3, thanks to Dreadhorde Invasion. Plays a land. Called Dead Dweller. Sure. Comes in without haste, so that's fine. Alright. Sacrifice our cat. And this should be game. So we bring the cat back in. They're calculating. Yep. Yep. Good game. Rakdos Invasion. Okay guys, this is Of Meta Thursdays and we're playing Abzan Sacrifice in Best of 1 Standard. This seems like a good hand to be on the play. Yeah, I like this. Not bad at all. So we get to swamp Cauldron Familiar. Pass the turn, unless this is mono red, our cat is pretty safe here. Ooh, it is mono red, but it's a Fervent Champion, so sure, no blocks. Alright, pay 2 here. We are going to Witch's Oven and Hunted Witness. Attack our opponent for 1. Pass the turn. Alright, let's see how we do against mono red. Rubber off the Rich. Alright, well, they don't get anything from the rubber, so no blocks. We're gonna take this, opponent. You do your worst. Sacrifice our cat. And, yeah, I guess we play our cat. Sure. Gain a life. Alright, Temple of Plenty. This is Cryland. Could be worse, but we're gonna keep the oven here. So do we play Cruel Celebrant or Priest? I think they must have some sort of shock in hand, so I'd rather the Priest. Yeah, let's play Priest. Let's make them get rid of the Priest. Alright, we're just going to attack here, get our opponent down to 15. This is a race after all. So, do they want to shock or do they want to annex? They want to annex, okay. Very well. They will get a token if they attack with Fervent Champion. They're not attacking with Fervent Champions, so that's fine. I think we just take this. Okay, sacrifice our Cauldron Familiar. Alright, so what can we do? If we sacrifice to Priest, we have a total of 3. So we can sacrifice to Priest. They sacrifice something like the Fervent Champion. Then we get to play Lurus, potentially. Then we don't get back anything, right? So I think Cruel Celebrant, Oven seems fine. And our opponent just concedes. Alright. Good game, mono red. That was all for today. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. And click the bell icon if you want to get notified whenever we upload new videos. Have a good one.